So can you kind of tell us what happened with the, you were on the aisle with the hamstring and then turned into your hip? Can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, we were, or at least me, I was confused on why I would have multiple non-contact injuries in the first half of the season, being on the DL 3 times. One of them, obviously, a foul ball, being a contact injury off the knee, but kind of just did some more digging on why this was happening to me, and kind of came to the conclusion that was the right hip, kind of shutting everything down.
So it was like an issue the whole year then, you think, and it also contributed to the groin back in April?
Yeah, definitely. I've been feeling it for a while, but I didn't know what I was feeling until talking with other guys that have had similar issues. And then obviously having the MRI and pictures on the hips, and then speaking with specialists about it and how that can affect the other parts of your body around the hips. And it kind of was able to pinpoint all the pieces and put the puzzle together. So figured we did a little conservative route of trying to rehab it. And obviously that not working. And so kind of looking at the grand scheme of things, thought it was a better time just to get taken care of and not have to worry about it over the next course of 5 years.
So how much do you think it contributed to your performance, even when you were healthy and out there?
You try writing with a couple broken fingers and see how you do writing.
So, I mean, just how do you feel kind of about the way this year went for you?
Oh, it felt great. Really excited about hitting 230, playing like 45 games in a season of 162 games. So real success, right?
Thanks, Anthony.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. We'll go to Sam next.
Hey, Anthony. So when are you having your surgery?
Next week.
And I know that they said you'll be available, I guess, for the beginning of the year. That's the expectation. Do you think you'll be around for the beginning of spring?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be there for sure.
Yeah. Or you'll be able to play?
Yeah, I think that's the game plan. Obviously, you hear some horror stories about MRIs and stuff not showing up prior to going into operation. And so until the doc gets in there and explores arthroscopically and kind of be able to see exactly what's going on. And so sometimes you can be more invasive than just what the pictures reveal.
You mentioned you talked to some other guys, I guess. I'm not sure if people with a specific injury, or who did you talk to and kind of what was their, I guess, their feeling on this?
Yeah, other guys that have had specific hip issues and that same exact surgery. So it's good just to kind of be able to lean on other guys and get a firsthand perspective on what they were feeling leading up to the diagnosis, and then eventually obviously getting the treatment, and then what they were feeling afterwards.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thanks, Sam. We'll go to Trent.
Thanks, Grace. Anthony, just in hearing some of your responses, talking about the injuries this season, you sound frustrated. And obviously, I mean, that makes sense, considering that everything you had to battle through there. How do you try to channel that moving forward to get to the level that we've seen from you for so many years at a very high level in this game? Like, what can you do to get to that again? Obviously, I know it starts with getting healthy, but what are the keys for you in the next few months to get to that point?
I think you said you answered your own questions, getting healthy. It's nothing I haven't been through before. So just looking forward to another challenge, just speed bump in the road for me. But
it's nothing more than that. It's purely just you're banged up all
year. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I was going to say.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trent. We'll go to Jack.
Anthony, when you mentioned that it was affecting your play even when you were in there, was that something in the moment you could tell maybe something was still a little off, or was it kind of looking back once they diagnosed the hip thing that it kind of clicked with you that it was having an impact on your play?
I know what I was feeling, but I didn't know what it was stemming from, if that makes any sense. So just felt like I had no legs, you know what I mean? So obviously your legs are a crucial part in this game. from fielding the ground ball, getting in your legs, and obviously hitting. I just felt weak. I couldn't rotate, couldn't internally rotate, and having a stabbing pain going into your hip, and it felt like a clamp was grabbing the front of my hip and the back of my butt. That's not a good feeling on a daily basis.
Is that something you had experienced in the past at all, or did that just pop up this year?
No, I haven't experienced it in the past. I kind of tinkered with it a little bit last year, but I thought that was kind of just from the 60-game season and kind of being a little bit of a weird season in itself, or just year in general. So, but I think this year kind of was heightened.
Is it a relief at all for you to know exactly what it is now and kind of have some of those kind of doubts removed that you're talking about, not knowing why you're getting hurt before?
Yeah, definitely. I think there was a point there where I thought I was going crazy, and everyone was looking at me like I was, and I was to a point where I was almost convincing myself that maybe am I making this up? But kind of digging deeper, obviously getting pictures, and then speaking with specialists, speaking with guys with prior history. It kind of put me at ease a little bit, being able to find answers.
All right. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you, Jack. Sorry. Thank you, Jack. I saw Trent's name and I kind of combined those two together. Trent, do you have a follow-up question?
I do. Sorry, Anthony. I forgot this one. Just with so many young guys coming up on this team right now, and obviously your role as a World Series champion and a veteran for a long time in this game with so much success. What kind of things do you feel like you can do now in terms of helping some of these young guys, even if it might not be on the field? Like, what kind of things do you feel like you can do to try to help these guys get you to a point where this Angels team can win a championship?
Yeah, I just think, like you said, just lean on my knowledge, lean on my past experiences. But I think that's up for the younger guys to be able to want to learn, to be able to ask the questions. I mean, it's up to them to want to learn more, to want to take that next step, and not think that they have it all figured out when they come up here. So if I can pass down some knowledge and help some guys up, I mean, that's all I can do to this point. So kind of just be here to kind of hold some of these younger guys up and help them along the way.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trent. Daniel?
Hi, Anthony. Just looking at the team as a whole and the injuries that you guys have had to deal with, just how frustrating has that been for this unit?
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating when you have injuries, or a good amount of injuries on a team. But I mean, it's a part of the game. I don't think people from an outside perspective or outside looking in realize what we do to our bodies and the amount of games that we play in the short amount of time. So was it 162 games in 181 days or something like that? The travel that we do, and I think that should wake up a lot of people on how critical it is to take care of your body, especially in this environment. Nutrition, training staff, I mean, you name it, it all correlates to wins on the field. And if you don't have guys out there on the field, then it doesn't matter.
Thank you.